Hello, this is OS Digital TV. Stay informed, stay inspired. And this is Thoughtscape Conversation Unplug. I am your host, Noah Magige Marwa, and today we embark on a profound journey of understanding, empathy, and change. Our very first episode ventures into a topic that has sparked debates and shaped the society for generations: dowry. We explore into the historical roots, its impact on women, and courage voices working towards positive transformation. Isn't just a conversation, it is an exploration of culture, tradition, and pursuit of better world. Joining me today are two remarkable guests, John Nelson and Monica Maluki, who bring unique insight and experience to this discussion. Karibu sana Bwana Nelson.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah.
And okay, my name is John Nelson. John Nelson is a pastor by the grace of God. I serve under Global Apostolic Missions Church. We are based in Bamburi under the leadership of the servant of God, Apostle Judah Temba, who is the senior pastor, and I'm the associate pastor.
Wow.
Of the ministry by the grace of God. John Nelson is a husband, and he is a father also.
Yeah, karibu sana Bwana Nelson.
Thank you so much.
Yes, karibu sana.
Thank you.
Yes.
My name is Monica Maluki. Professionally, I'm a teacher. And also I'm saved. I love the Lord. I've been working with the children ministry in our JCC Church West. And I am happy to be here. Marital status, I am a wife. Maluki is my husband. I have two children. They are young adults. My firstborn is already married, and the second one has just completed her degree. So I'm happy to be here.
Karibu
Be
sana.
able to talk about dowry.
Dowry. And hiyo introduction iko sawa. It is me nimekuwa kidogo na marital status. Noah bado ako single, but let's not talk about that. Our main topic today is dowry, and of course dowry ni kitu ambacho in the society it is very major. And we are going to talk about it, to ingie kiundani, because that's what we are here to do. Yes. So just in a quick, we are going to understand dowry. We are going to talk about cultural and social perspective. We are going to talk about the impact on the women, and we are going to talk about also economic and legal aspects, changing perspectives and advocacy. We are going also to talk about personal experience. We are going to share our story, so stories kuhusiana na dowry. Also, we are going to address dowry in the modern society. So we are here. Let's understand first what is dowry, because I know there are some people who don't understand. Maybe they know it's just ni ng'ombe, wengine wanajua ni ng'ombe zinabebwa zinapelekwa. So let's us understand what is dowry. Bwana Nelson.
Yeah, okay. Thank you so much once again for having me on the show.
All right.
You know, talking about dowry, it is a very important aspect, or rather a topic of discussion in the society. And when we talk about dowry, it's a very wide thing to talk of. So dowry, according to my knowledge and what I understand about dowry, this is a token of appreciation to the parents. Like, I want to marry. Of course, I'll not just go and take. Being a believer and a born-again Christian and knowing the principles of the Bible and the Word of God, there are some procedures that has to be followed before someone settles down in marriage. So I have to, appreciate that the parents of this lady, they gave birth to her. They've taken her to school. You know, they have brought her in a way that she's now an adult, and she wants now like to have her own,
To have a
yes,
yes.
our own home. So I have to appreciate the parents.
Appreciate.
You know, it is misinterpreted by some people out there, like, you know, I'm paying, but it's not really like paying in a way, like, you know, when you pay you are buying, you see. But when I appreciate, I don't demand like for anything, you know. So it is a token of appreciation to the parents of the bride.
All right.
Yeah, or the wife who is going to be married. Just to appreciate the parents. You know, like, now you are my parents. You know, thank you so much for taking care of this lady, and now I want to take her. Yeah.
According to you, or according to the way you understand it, is a token of appreciation.
Yes, yes, yes.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Ma'am, do you have a different definition, or you understand it differently? You can tell us, how do you understand it?
I think on my side,
Yes.
I can say that dowry is something that is given. It's a gift.
It is a gift.
It's a thanksgiving. You are thanking these parents that, yes, I'm getting you married to your daughter, and this is what I have to offer. Although it is put as a, there is a tradition, there is a culture that is being followed in each and every tribe, but it is a token. It's like a gift that you give to the parents. You tell them thank you even for accepting me in this home. Because when there is a dowry, there is that kind of eating together.
All right.
And it brings these people together. Even when you are invited somewhere and you are given food and we eat together, there is that attachment. There is that feeling of appreciated. That, yes, I was appreciated in this home, and I am taking this girl, and this is what I have to offer as a man. I think that's what I understand basically what it means to have a dowry. Yes.
You have talked about culture, because we have seen kila mtu akona belief. Different cultures, they have a belief and how they pay dowry, or how they appreciate.
Yes.
From the other side. And also we understand that it's not, it can be from either side. A man can pay dowry. There are some communities where women pay dowry. See, that's right, Bwana Nelson.
Yeah.
So what is the root? Ilianza vipi? How do we have the root of dowry, and how has it traditionally, and how has it evolved?
Yeah, okay. So you know, it is something that has been practiced years back. You see.
Tunajua ilianza.
Ilianza.
Je, tunajua ilianza vipi na ilianza na nani?
So I can give an example, like traditionally, Mom talked about culture. Like, different cultures do it differently. Kuanza mwanzo, like where I come from, it used to be like, you know, it's not the man who wants to marry that will ataanzisha hiyo mambo, like, you know, me, I want to get married now, I'll do this. The elders, kwanza, they will see a lady, then the elders by themselves watagather, then they will discuss, like, huyu kijana amefika kuoa, what are we going to do? It's now the elders, like my parents now, my elders, they will organize and go to the elders from msichana. They'll gather, they will talk. Then after now, sasa wale wamekutana, wameongea, wata initiate now. Now, mimi nataka kuchukua msichana wao. You see, baba yangu ameenda kwa baba wa msichana na wazee wengine wameenda wameongea. Mtoto wetu tunataka aoe huyu mtoto. Achukue mtoto wenu. unaelewa, ni nini tutafanya. All the transactions will be done by the elders first. Not labda before nijulishwe, you know, befika ule umri sasa wa kutaka kuoa, ni wazazi wazee wataenda waongeleshane, then watakuja kwangu. So how it started, like, ni wazee mwanzo wataenda waongeleshane, wazee wakishaongeleshana, si tumeona msichana huyu, tunaona anamfaa mtoto wetu, alright, na wakishaongea wale wazee watasema this is what we want, they'll give a list of what they want, then they'll negotiate, wakisha negotiate, kama hawataelewana they'll come back, wakuje wakuwe na mjadala, you know, wakuje wakuwe na mjadala. As we said, it's an appreciation. But katika zile siku za nyuma ilikuwa ni kama wazazi wale watataka maybe they'll lay some conditions, of which it's happening till today, but in the current life it has evolved in a way that there are not so many conditions, you see, hakuna conditions mingi, though the culture will still be there, haiwezi kuondolewa, you know, but ule mwanzo wake ilikuwa ni mwanzo wazee. Sasa
so Madam Monica,
yes,
this is it biblical? Kwa sababu we have culture, vile sisi tunaelewa kinyumbani. Je, Biblia inasemaje? Is it biblical dowry? Is it biblical?
It is very biblical.
Yes.
Because we remember when Abraham wanted Isaac to get married, he sent some people to go and look for a wife, and specifically from Canaanite, where he came from. And when you read about how the transaction was done, when the servants, like the way now this was theirs, the orders are being sent, Abraham sent his servants to go and look for the wife. When Rebecca was identified, they went back, and they told Abraham about it, and Abraham was pleased about it, and they said, go ahead and get the wife. The Bible says that they did not go empty-handed. Even there were gold, silver, which were taken to the father, which were even, some were given to the girl, and some were given to the father for the appreciation. And the Bible says that when they identified Rebecca, the parent said, wait for this girl up to 10 days, then she will come back. But the servant said, no, we want to dine together, and then you give us the girl, we take it to Isaac. There is something that I was learning about it, that when they ate together, and the Bible says they spent the night together. From when they spent the night and they ate together, the father was pleased because of the items and the properties and the things that were brought as a gift. Yes. And the father said, who am I to retain the girl? And they said, I release Rebecca to go and get married. So that means these gifts have something. Even in the Bible, it's there. The dowry is there, and it is manifested in that particular verse about Isaac getting a wife and all the things that they brought to the father. That shows there is some light about dowry, even biblically.
Yeah, alingoja miaka 7 and then 7 years.
So that's also another case of Jacob. Jacob waited. He wanted to marry Rachel. He was given the elder daughter, and it is specifically it is there even in our tradition. You cannot marry the younger sister when the older sister has not gotten married. And I remember my uncle, the daughter, the second born daughter, was the one who got married before the first born. And there was some struggle there. And she was asking, the father was asking the man, kwani hukuona huyu umeona huyu? And because now, because of the religious beliefs, the parents, the pastors talked to them and told them that you should not hardline the boy, and he did not want the firstborn. So I think even it is there, even in traditionally and even in the Bible. And that is why Rachel was somehow not given, and he was given Leah. Then he was told, if you want Rachel, work for 7 years. And because of love, he had to do it.
Mapenzi. So, Bwana Nelson,
Yes.
I was listening to a certain preacher, and she was saying, if a man cannot pay the dowry mwenyewe bila kutuhusisha kutengeneza group tuchangishe, he's not ready for a wife. Alikuwa anapinga sana, like this thing, like we sit together, sijui tuite kina nani, we come, and according to her, that shows that a man is not prepared to provide for the wife. Is that the case?
Okay, yes. According to me, I think that cannot be the case. You know, one thing, when this man wants to marry, she's going to bring another person into the family. You know, this means this lady that is coming is going to be part of the family. You know, so if this man will be like, I want to do these things on my own. I want to. I've seen scenarios whereby someone is well off. He can, he can fund like the wedding and all those other stuffs. But you'll find that in one way or the other, there are some people who will get involved. You know, this means that this man, it's not that he's not ready to, like, you know, to provide for the family. You know, he's not ready to provide for the family. There is this inclusion aspect whereby when this lady will come, she's coming to join watu tofauti. Si watu same na mali ametoka. She's from a different background, different culture. The things zinafanyika kwao, they are not the same. Zile anakuja kupata upande wa bwanake, you know. So ukisema kwamba huu mwanaume hayuko tayari kuprovide kwa sababu amesaidiwa kuchangia, hakuna mtu hahitaji msaada in this world. I think hii ni sawa, ni right nasema. You cannot like live alone. No man is an island. You know, I'll of course come and share with you. Then you'll give me a suggestion, brother. I can offer this for nini yako. You see. So I feel it is good and important to, like, you can ask help from people. The people wale unajua, these people can be of help to me. Unaelewa? Ukishapata mke wako, ukishamalizana na mambo ya dowry, of course she's your wife, you know. Ni mke wake, ni yeye ataenda kuishi na yeye. Mambo ya kupangia familia ni yeye atapanga, like, as a man.
The preacher was putting pressure on me. Asema, we sita acha ningangane. Mama, is it the case? Because alipeana pressure sana, and nilikuwa naona there was some young men pale wamekaa there, was like, okay, is that an intimidation? Ama is it what's your take?
No, I think it is not an intimidation. Ni responsibility. And being responsible for your wife. You'll be confidently saying, I looked for money to go and pay for dowry. You know, sometimes back when we were getting married, our pastor could not allow the man to look for dowry from the grouping. He used to say, during the wedding, during the preparation of the wedding, the church will be fully involved. I remember they even gave us more than we needed for the wedding, for the wedding day. But for the other, he was told, look for money be accountable, be responsible for this girl. That is how it used to be. And that is why maybe that pastor was talking about it. So that we may not be in a scenario where the man is just there waiting. She is telling the girl, I'm going to get married. I don't have anything, but I know I will create a WhatsApp to take care of you. So I think that what she meant, or what the pastor meant, was that the man must be responsible, so that even when she has the wife in the house, he remembers that I did it myself. I worked with my hands, and I think it was removing laziness to young men, because sometimes we used to, those days when we were getting married, you could find a brother is being asked, the wedding is on Saturday, yes. Where are the parents coming to spend on Friday before the wedding? Me, I'm walking by faith. I'm walking by faith. That's why the pastors used to rebuke us. Anatuambia, faith ndio itatupatia kule ataenda kulala. So you have to look for places and be responsible. I think that's why they are talking about not being assisted to give the dowry. You know, it's not about the planning of the wedding. It's about the dowry. The amount of money that is given to the parents. And especially when you go, for example, I went to my son's one. We sat down with the elders and they told us we need this and this and this. So before, you cannot just start a WhatsApp for a dowry and you have your parents have not gone there. They have not known what amount of money they made. So you have to have that budget and to know. So you will know dowry, if they are asking for a coat, there is a coat, there is a blanket, and there are some suits for the parents. They should not come from the WhatsApp. That is my take. Let this man be accountable, be responsible for that. Atakuwa anajisikia, niligaramika.
And also, Mom,
yes,
just like Mom is saying, you know, talking of, you know, now this technology thing, the WhatsApp stuff.
Yes.
Mtu akikuwa naishi wanakimbia kwa WhatsApp. I also think I could also add on, Mom, on what you've said, kwamba not like huyu mwanaume aanze kutafuta marafiki, people from outside the family, his family, because like where you'll go to your son's negotiation. You see, you are a parent, you are going there as a parent, but now this man, not like aende akafungue group ya aweke Noah, aweke John.
And mbona kitu kama hiyo mtu amenieka kwa group?
That is wrong. That is wrong. Even me, that one, I cannot support that. What I mean is the parents. The parents, of course, watasema, this is our son. We are going to put this together and make sure amepata mke. You see, maana mtoto wa mama akipata mke, it's joy. So mom, the husband, and maybe the uncles, they'll come together. We want our son to get kitu mzuri. Unaona? So mama pia akiona ule msichana wake atakuwa anasema, kaza mwanangu.
Yes.
You see? Lakini ile ya kusema ile WhatsApp yenyewe hapo.
Hiyo nayo hiyo inachoma. So mom, you have talked about kutoa sufuria, kutoa blanketi, whatever. We have in societies in a vary in terms of dowry. So unajua sahi ndio tumekuwa digital kiasi, tunakuja WhatsApp, as we have said, unachanga and then the money is being taken. Wanapiga hesabu zote what they need, they take that. Traditionally ama customs zetu, does it differ? Like, do we have hawa wanafaa kutoa ng'ombe, wale wanafaa kutoa mbuzi? Because I've seen that.
Yeah, true. Yeah, the traditions, traditions ziko different, cultures ziko different. Like for example, in Ukambani, I can give an example. Kuna ile their names wanazipatia. You see, like wazee watakuja mara ya kwanza, then ile watakuja waongee, na ile wakakuja waongee, there is a certain amount mtaweka kwa meza, a man ataweka kwa meza ya wazee. You see, then mkishaongea kama hamtaelewana hapo, wataenda wakirudi tena. That is watakuwa wamekupatia list of what you need to get. You'll be told to bring 3 goats. Okay, 3 goats, then again kuna mbuzi zingine. Alafu sasa mtaenda huko. Watu wazazi wa kijana wataenda, then wakienda kule watajipikia. You see, you carry your own food.
Yes, it is true.
You carry your own food. You carry your own, like everything. They'll only provide mali, watawapandia mali nyinyi mtapikia. You see, but when you go to places like in Western Kenya, the man and na wazee wataenda wa negotiate, then kijana ataenda, but kutakuwa na list umeambiwa. Utanunulia suti ya baba, suti ya anko kama ni watatu utanunua suti 3. Mama, kuna anti mama utanunulia nguo na maleso. You get?
Hiyo bado ni dowry.
No, ile sasa mnaenda pale. kuna introduction, then kuna sasa dowry sasa. You get? Kuna introduction sasa utaambiwa upelekeze vitu, alafu sasa then mta negotiate sasa dowry hapo.
Mkuja mnegotiate.
Ndio sasa uende kutoa. You get? Sasa hapo katika ile meza ndio sasa wataambiwa tutahitaji ng'ombe 10, tutahitaji na wakusindikiza wale ng'ombe kama mbuzi 3. You see, so the cultures are different. The cultures are different. When you go to like the Luos and the Luyas, they are almost the same. But kuna vitu lazima kuna ya Ukambani ilinifurahisha sana. Because utaambiwa ile kupika, but utaambiwa ile siku sasa mnapeleka. Utaambiwa utanunua kuna miwa, kuna asali, kuna wimbi, kuna, you see,
kuna umesahau crate ya wazee.
Kuna crate ya wazee. You see, there is that slaughtering of katika wale mbuzi mtaenda, kuna wale wanachinja mbuzi ule, then there are some traditionally kuna some rituals they will perform. You see, like now sasa tunaachilia msichana wetu. You see, pia kule though the traditions of the cultures haziachani mbali sana, but ziko different. Yeah.
Ya ukiangalia kama nyumbani kwenye natoka, blanketi na sufuria ni kitu, na sanduku ni kitu muhimu sana. Sijui mama penye unatoka, is it the same?
Kuna blanketi na kabuti. Na hiyo kabuti na blanketi na sufuria ya mama. Those things, they are part of the dowry. They are part. And I'm telling you the truth, it is better you don't bring the thousands you are told to bring, but to bring those things. And nowadays, now because of digitalization, what they are doing, you don't let a kabuti, you bring the suit. Blanketi, nowadays we are buying duvet. These are ziko beti, they are digital. For the sufuria, you have to take the sufuria itself. There are those things that you have to bring materials, but there are others, like ukihesabua ng'ombe, kuna ile ng'ombe inaambiwa 1 ng'ombe 5,000 or 10,000. You will count the number of the cows that you are given, then you give the money.
Okay.
But this kabuti and the sufuria and the blanketi, those things, they have symbolism. Because blanket, si unajua ni warmth.
Yes.
Sasa wewe umechukua msichana, you
joto.
And that is why traditionally also in Kikuyu tradition, when you get married as a girl, your bed inaitwa kiriri. Your bed is broken.
inavunjwa kabisa.
Inavunjwa. Kwa nini usirudi hapa? See, every time you have a ruggles with your husband, you are here. There is no bed.
Wow.
Symbolism, and I think that is very important. That there is no place for you now. Now that the dowry has been given, you are now officially married to so and so, and so you should not come here. Not that when there is a problem she should not come. I think traditionally it was symbolizing that now kukuja hapa wewe unakuja ukiwa mgeni, si kukuja kulala. And that is why you find now the modern marriages they are breaking. Why? Because unaambia mtoto usiwe na wasiwasi. Even when you get married, hapa hujafukuzwa.
This still your home.
This still your home. You can still come. When we use that statement,
It's very wrong.
do you know I have a girl when you get married? When you use that statement, you are giving that child freedom to do anything. She can go, wakikosana jana jioni,
Atakimbia kuja nyumbani.
Ulimwambia haujamfukuza. But I'm not advocating that if the girl is being abused, that he stays there and vumilia. No. But I think it is that responsibility. A girl, when he gets married, she should not come back always at home, ati ametembea, amekuja, amelala. I remember my mother. She was married very near from where we were and where our grandmother was living. It's a walking distance. But I'm telling you the truth, even if there is a gathering there and it goes up to midnight, my mother will come home. You will look for people to escort her home. She used to tell us, no, kwa mtu halali kwao akiolewa. They were very strict. Unalala kwako. Uwezi hata wakaenda up to midnight. There was maybe those dowry of other sisters and brothers, and maybe the discussion went up to midnight. My mother could not sleep there. She could come back. Sasa tulikuwa tunasema huu ni ukoloni gani? She would not come. As she told us, no, you know why? I'm married. And I was given out to come and there. And I'm not supposed to make that place so familiar to me. This is my home now. Yes.
So hii dowry ina maana kubwa sana. It is very very important. Na pia kuna ile heshima ambayo inatoa baina ya hizi familia mbili. But I don't know if it is happening in Africa, whereby it is now from the girl's side ambaye anatoa dowry. I don't know if is something like that in happen kweli Africa.
In Africa, like majorly from where we in the setup ya Kiafrika, unajua African mwanaume anaonekananga ndio yuko yendo anafaa ku take like the head, you see, and it's biblical. Biblia inasema mwanaume ni kichwa, unaona. But I've tried to read a little bit about the Indian setup of ile wanafanya their dowry. Ni mwanamke, watu wa kwa kina bibi ndio wanaleta hizo mahali,
ndio wana appreciate, wanasema tunashukuru sana
kijana
umetupatia kijana, umemtuza vizuri,
unaona. So I think the way the African setup way ya dowry ilianza na mababu zetu. You see, ilianza zile enzi. Ilifanywa like kuna yule mzee yule the mwanzilishi, like in the Kikuyu we used to read shule. Kwa Kikuyu kuna kitabu tulikuwa tunasoma ule the Mumbi and
the Mumbi and Kikuyu and Mumbi.
Yes. So wana mwanzilishi wa mambo ya ndoa zile masiku. So the man was given a high place in the setup of the society. You see. Sasa hii ikikuja hii ikasikika the way mwanamke anatolea mwanaume mahari, that one maybe I do more research.
So umezungumzia kuhusu a man being amepewa a high rank in the tuseme kwa society and kwa hiyo family setup. And katika hii dowry, what is its effect kwa mwanamke in women?
like the effect kwa mwanamke. So you see mwanaume kwa ile nafasi ya juu tulisema ni token ya appreciation, right? This doesn't mean that now mwanamke atakuja akwe slave.
Yeah.
Akikuja huku kwa akiolewa. We uli appreciate wazazi walilea. You see? Kukua the high place ni kumaanisha mama alisema taking responsibility. You'll not allow your wife to handle some issues za familia. You see? You'll step in as a man and take charge. That means we ume take care, you are uko juu, you are on top. You see? You have the high ranking position in the family setup or rather in the society. Hauachi mwanamke majukumu. You see? Ati wewe mzee uko nyumbani, mama ndio anatoka kwenda kutafuta. You see? That one now inatoa ile aspect ya kukua wewe umekuwa katika ile nafasi ya juu. Kuna incidents whereby mwanaume like when we talk about the current maisha vile iko sahi, mwanaume anaweza kuwa labda akwe hana kazi but ni mtu akona bidii. Sio mtu analala kwa nyumba anaacha mama anaenda kazi. No. You take your position as a man, you take charge, you take responsibility. And taking responsibility, that means you are taking care of your family. You make sure that your family is stable. Ukikosa kutekeleza hiyo, now we will rank you elsewhere.
Okay, so Madam Monica, there are two women. One hajalipiwa dowry, the other one amelipiwa. So what is the impact in their lives kati ya hawa watu wawili, their performance and their development as women? Yes.
There is a great problem when a lady is not, ladies' parents are not given any dowry. Because in the traditional way of life, even when where I come from Kikuyu, if you are married and the man has never come to bring dowry, huwa wanasema wewe hujaolewa, sisi huyo mtu hatumjui. and you are married for 10 years and you have children in school.
But ni pressure.
But parents will never accept you. And it comes a point where, God forbid, in case you die, you'll never get buried to the husband's home.
Yeah.
They will take you back home. You are not married.
You don't belong there.
We don't belong there. What is the attachment between we and your husband? We don't have anything. And that has been influencing negatively to the wives, to the mothers who got married, especially when you come to urban area. You get a man, you get married, you start staying together. The man keeps on saying, unajua dawari sijapata pesa za kwenda kulipa. And you get the first child, the second child, and you have not gotten married officially. What I can advise people, even if you have not gone home, go take something as a man to be recognized in that home. Because it becomes very embarrassing and very painful for a man when something happens to your wife and you did not go there and take the dowry. At the end of the day, utaona umekupokonywa bibi. And most of the time they take even the children.
Yeah,
they don't belong to you. So dowry is very, very important. Hata tukikata, it's very important. And the person who is married and a mother the man went and took the dowry. At the end of the day, that woman is a proud woman. She feels she has a sense of belonging. These people came to our home, brought the dowry, so they have accepted me in their home. So even when it comes to a time of the husband maybe maybe dying, for example, and God forbid, you are accepted. They know you are married there illegally. There is no element of people coming, snatching the things that you have. They know you belong to that man. and they embrace you. Not unless maybe you feel that I'm so young, I'm very young, I can get married somewhere else. But that is your choice. But they will accept you. You'll have some touchable evidence that I belong to this man.
She has talked about men to ambao bado they have not they take responsibility and pay and honor. It's
Yeah.
just honoring,
Honor.
Yes, honoring the parents.
the parents. And kwa wale ambao hawajalipiwa, we have those abuse dowry related violence, and how do we solve them?
Okay, actually, vile mama amesema, it is very risky and very dangerous kuoa ama kupatana na mtu town, like somebody you've come from maybe Kisumu, Central, wherever, you've come to Mombasa or to Nairobi, you meet a lady, you decide to kuanza kukaa pamoja. Give birth to the first baby, the second, the third, then hamjaenda nyumbani. Vile mama amesema tu, then something happens. Huyu hatakuwa ni mke wako. You see, huyu ni mtu tu mlikuwa mnaishi na yeye. But this is not your wife. So dowry is very important in the sense that it's a link between a man na the family ya mwanamke, ya bibi, na man, na bibi na the family ya kijana. You see, and ukipata kuwa kuna mtu huyu sasa hajamlipia mahari, you see, so anaweza kuwa like anaweza abuse anytime, you see, atampiga, kuna ile utanifanya nini, you see. Na vile mama msema, just because wewe kijana ama mwanamume hajakuwa recognized kwa kina msichana, hawamjui, you see. Sasa msichana pia anaweza kuendelea kukaa katika hiyo abuse kwa sababu huyu mtu labda hajampeleka nyumbani. Nitaanzaje kusema ninapigwa? You see, kuna ile sasa pia fear. Unaona? Fear imeingia. Sasa mtu kama huyu unapata she is suffering in silence. Unaona? Because the right procedures hazikufuatwa.
Yes, they are suffering, and we know there are some who are suffering. Like, do we have a solution ambayo like tunaweza tukazuia vitu kama hizo?
Yeah, vitu kama hizo zinaweza zuilika. Like, we thank God for this program. Vitu kama hizo zinaweza zuilika. If this is what I can tell young people out there who wants to get married, follow the right procedure. Follow the right procedure. This is the only thing. And as a lady, mtu asikupate tu, msipatane na mtu town, then mnachukuana mnaenda mnaanza kuishi. You see, kuzuia vitu kama hizi ni umepatana na mtu, yes, let me take you to my parents. That should be the first step. That should be the beginning or the genesis of everything. Because huyu dada akienda kwao aseme mimi nimepata kijana like this, and if this man is a genuine and he is true to himself kwamba anataka to build a family, ata accept to take responsibility na kwenda kwa kina msichana. You see, Genesis ni hapo kwa kwenda nyumbani. Vitu kama hizi zitazuilika. Hii mambo ya abuse na nini zitazuilika.
Just it is happening, and I know there are so many people are suffering out of that. I don't know if in Kenya we have the existing laws ambazo they govern and regulate hii story na dowry.
Yeah, kuna the gender based violence cases zimekuwa like ziko nyingi
sana,
and there are various societies zinahusika na mambo za Marriage Act and all that. So I think having like kuna magroups kadhaa zimejitolea. Kama kuna mtu ana go through the same like this abuse, he can, kuna human rights societies, you can go to the human rights society. Ni kama mtu anataka kujitoa katika hiyo mambo, you can obviously, like there's an office here in Mombasa ya mambo na human rights. Go to the office there, and also there is FIDA. There is FIDA ni nini inashughulika na mambo ya kina mama na watoto and all that. You see, I think according to me, these societies pia zikikuwa more vibrant ku address these issues of violence, katika marriages. I think hiyo itasaidia.
Ma'am, are they effective? We know they are there na zinatenda kazi. Wewe ni teacher and you deal with watoto wadogo. I know pia hiyo it is affecting even the children. When the family, the dad and the mom, they are not in good terms, wanakorofishana, pia ina affect ule mtoto. Ina affect the way ana grow, the way anasoma. How is it effective?
It is effective, and in our schools we have something we call beacon teachers, who usually receive the cases of children who are being abused, who are suffering because of violence at home, and it is doing very well. And some children have been rescued, while when maybe even sometimes you find the mother and the father are, because of violence, they are jailed. They are able to rescue those children and be able to help them. And if I go back to what you were talking about, the abuse, do you know it can happen to both men and women? Men also are suffering severely,
But in silence.
Let me tell you, majority nowadays of men are the ones who are suffering more than women. Get a woman who is well up, she has money, she has a profession, she has money, and you are a bangaisha man.
Hasala.
Wapendwa, kama kuna watu wanasava saa hii ni men.
Wanaume.
Unaulizwa umeleta nini? Have you brought anything? You find the woman has done everything in the house. He has bought everything in good faith. But remember, you have not taken any dowry. One day you will be given a paper bag of your clothes. Usikute pale mlangoni.
And most especially kama alihusika, I hear there are some ambao they cooperate and they pay the dowry together.
Yes, yeah. They cooperate because the man was not well up. You see, that's why we are advising these men. Look for some money. Now, let me go back. Because we talked about man must be responsible.
Yes.
Kama unajua kabisa sina pesa and I'm ready to get married. Now you can look for friends. They give you that money, but not involving the girl. They help you. Mwambia mimi nimepata hiki, nimepata 20,000 na ninaitishwa 30,000. Can you help me to boost? What do you have in your hands? Usikue tu umekaa na una kitu mikononi. Hatusemi watu wasifanye WhatsApp, but what do you have in your hands? You see, even these cases of starting a WhatsApp, and you are the one who is starting the WhatsApp, you are the owner of the WhatsApp, and you have pledged 50,000. Why are you pledging? You want it to be cash. And that is why una pledge, watu wanakaa wanagoja tu, hawalipi, ulitoa wewe, siwe ni pledge.
Pledge imekaa pale.
That is affecting WhatsApps. If you are the owner of that WhatsApp, that money which is brought, which you have put there 50,000, it should be cash. See pledge. So that you may be able to help these people even to pledge 5,000, 10,000 because of the amount that you have put there. And it must be cash. What do you have in your hand? You can help. You can tell people to help you. So when I come back to my point is that men are suffering because they are not doing anything. Because of love, they are involved with that relationship. The girl has a lot of money. You go, even you come without anything. You don't even have bananas for the children. What happens? Kuna build attitude ingine. Everything here, I am the one who have bought it. Secondly, you have never taken me to your home. So, ni mimi nimekuoa. So, dowry we are going back to the dowry. Dowry is very important because munafika mahali munaishiwa na brother anakuwa hana pesa. That should not be the issue of a man to be intimidated and abused because he doesn't have money. But what I'm saying, if you paid the dowry, there is that covenant. It is a covenant that you made with this wife. And it is an anchor. It is putting you somewhere better than when you didn't pay. And even when you get properties and nini, you'll be able to enjoy together the properties.
Okay, thank you for that. According to my observation, I have noticed that there are some families, they are taking an advantage of the dowry. They know Bwana Nelson, nimemwona nang'ara na suti anavaa vizuri. So when Nelson comes to take our daughter, lazima alipe 2 million. So is there an initiative? Can it be regulated? Ama wale waendelee kutoa ng'ombe zao 50 na hao waendelee kutoa, can't we have like something to regulate that?
You know, I think talking about that, that is when to some extent abuse can come in.
Yeah.
Abuse can come in. Why? Because I'm well off, right? You are asking for 1 million or 2 million or whichever amount that you are quoting based on how you have seen me. You see, now I'll be buying this lady.
Yes.
You see, I'll be buying this lady. Why? Because you've laid conditions. Minus that, I will not take her. You get? Once now, nimeshalipa tumemalizana. You know, of course, kuna mtu atafikiria like, but why? Mbona walinifanya hivi? Then mkuje mkae, muoane, muendelee kukaa maisha. Then ifike mahali sasa, you will now like, utakuwa naona huyu dada ama mke wako like, you are my property.
Unajua wewe kwanza nilikutolea 1
Do you know
million.
how much I paid?
Unajua kwanza
Do you know unajua vile wazazi wako walinifanya? Do you know how much they asked from me? You see, now hapo abuse inaingia. Huyu mwanamke sasa atakuwa hana sauti.
Yeah.
You see, atakuwa hana sauti. Na kule kwa ataenda vipi? You see, ataendaje huko kwa mimi nilienda nikapeleka pesa zangu huko. You are not going anywhere. So I think talking of how to regulate all this, me I feel parents pia, let's not be extra like umeona mtu vile yuko, kijana vile yuko,
unafanya msichana kitega uchumi.
Unafanya msichana kitega uchumi. Utaingiza mtoto kwa shida.
Yeah.
You see, akikuwa kitega uchumi huyu mtoto wako sasa, ujue umemuuza, umemuingiza kwa shida. Ni Mungu tu labda ingilie kati, this man akuwe like, okay, wazazi wameitisha, let me pay. But yakaingia na ile roho ya ile, I paid a lot of money just to have you. So you have to like, you are my property. You don't, ukui sasa mke wangu. Umekuwa sasa wewe ni my property. You are among my assets. You see? I think to regulate hii ni ile tu vile nimesema, wazazi wasikue wasikue to the extreme. Let's just be, tukue tu, wazazi wakue tu vile mambo ilikuwa inafanywa. Wacha wazazi wakuje, wacha wa negotiate. Mmeniitisha 1 million, lakini 1 million mama, kusema kweli sitaweza kupata. Mimi nitaweza kiwango hii. Kubalini hiyo kiwango, because you are not selling, you are not selling your daughter.
Alright. So madam, you have, wewe ndio ni mkubwa hapa, una maarifa zaidi, and you have una watoto
wale wameshaolewa.
Wameshaoa na bado kuna wengine. There are some young people ambao wanakuangalia. You as mom, do you think it is ni vizuri kutumia hii as an opportunity and can we regulate venye Nelson amesema? So is there a need to regulate, and you as a parent, what is your take on that?
Yes, that is a very good question. That is happening to young men. Young men are being pressed to the corner until sometimes they don't even get married to that woman. They leave the lady because of the demand. I've shared so many, at my age, I've shared with the young men who calls me and tell me, Mom, fulani nampenda lakini namuacha. kwa nini baba amenisukuma, anasema mpaka ngombe sijui ngapi, anasema mpaka tulipe 500,000 ndio tukubaliwe harusi. And some of these young men, that's why they are not going for weddings. They tell me no, mimi sasa kama sio hivyo msichana akuje tukae. And I've seen it happen. Even the children among the ones that I have taught in Sunday school, aniambia mimi nilioa mamu, lakini nilioa kwa sababu nilisukumwa. Wanataka sijui 500,000 na sina. Nikamwambia msichana mimi sitaki. Msichana naye akasema nitaachwa. Anaenda kuolewa. What is happening? Wazazi hawajajua kuna laana na kuna calamity unaweka kwa watoto wako. Number 1, I cannot receive even for my daughter what I did not take to my in-laws. That's something that they have not known. But tamaa ya wazazi wanaona huyu ni mtu amekuja na gari. Na hizo magari hata pengine yapekodisha.
So as much as you're asking
for dowry,
jikusanye wewe,
ujiulize. Si watu tunaandikiwa, mtu anaandikiwa, yule kijana aliandikiwa yule dowry. Na iko kwa kitabu anayo. Anajuaga ametoa mpaka wapi. Please don't ask, as a parent, don't ask more than what you paid. That is number 1. Nowadays, or any other place, if I was not paid off my dowry, and now my daughter has come of age, she want to get married, if I receive your dowry in my home, na iwe more than what I gave, that other more, I have to take it to my home. My husband has to take it, look for men, azipeleke kwetu.
Alipe.
Sistahili kuchukua more than what I gave. Na watu hapo hawajajua.
Ukweli.
Na ndio inafanya laana watoto, msichana anaolewa hapati watoto. There are some things that happen culturally because of not adhering to the rules and regulations. For example, I remember when we were taken through, when our son was getting married, we were taken through, the parent took through us and told us, this is the far that we have given and we don't want more. Tunataka hawa watoto wabarikiwe. I'm telling you, hata wale tuliwenda na wao walituambia sijawahi ona ingine kama hii. Baba alituambia mimi sichukui more than this is all what I have done. But the first thing you are going to do, depend hizi zile za inaitwa kuhada idhege in Kikuyu. Na kuna kuchinja wanachinja, that whatever mandatory, those basics. Like in Ukambani kuna mbolisi ya dheo, zile ambazo 3.
Tangasi.
Sasa hizo za kukufanya wewe umefungwa, wewe ni mwenye hiyo nyumba, umekubalika. Alituambia that's what I want. The rest ambayo tuliambiwa ng'ombe fulani, ng'ombe miangapi, hizo mtakuwa mnapunguza pole. Lakini these are the most important, these ones. But this one, you bring it at your own pace. Because I don't want to take more than what. Even when we were asking the parent, we want to go, they told us, hold fast, let us go fast and inquire. How much did we give? We don't want to give more than what we receive. And I have seen some parents, when they are giving out their the issue we were talking about, hujatolea bibi yako, na mmeishi, hakuna mtu amekusumbua, msichana wako akianza kuolewa. I'm telling you the truth, you cannot even take a coin. Hizo pesa zote na hizo ng'ombe unamhesabia, zinaletwa, alafu zote unapeleka kwa mamake. That is exactly what happens. In the tradition, even when you go and inquire, even in Ukambani, in Kikuyuni, if you have not paid the dowry for the mother, and you receive dowry from your daughter, you don't get even put one in the mouth. You take it back. Kule bibi yako ametoka. So some of the things that are eating us and we think that tumerogwa ni hizo. Umechukua mtoto umemwitisha mamilioni, ulitoa nini kwenu?
Wewe kutoa na unaitisha.
Na nakwambia umezikula. I'm telling you, it's a calamity to families.
All right. And people, the families, parents should aware of this, and we should have we have initiatives venye umesema ambazo they are helping for awareness. So education, what role does education plays kuhakikisha kwamba this thing imeingia watu kwa akili? There are some people who don't know chenye tunaongelea hapa, and it is good we are having this conversation. Education ina play role gani kuhakikisha kwamba tumebadilisha hii notion ya dowry sikuwe ni kama malipo, tunalipa wazazi ya kwamba watupe msichana? Bwana Nelson.
Yeah, so education is very, very important. And I think tumeiguzia hapo nyuma. You know, mtu mwenye ameenda shule na amesoma, anajielewa, anajiheshimu, na uko town. Vile tumesema mtu tupatane na mtu town, mshikane, mwanze kuishi pamoja. You've gone to school, na you respect yourself. Kwa vile umesoma na una ufahamu, masomo itakusaidia ama itakuelezea kwamba it's not right or it is not good you as a person. And many people out there wanaweza kuwa wanafanya hizi vitu. It's not good and it's not right kutokujua huyu mtu anatoka wapi. You see? Ni kama tu mtoto, mama unafundisha watoto. Naambiwa mtoto labda akitoka nyumbani, naambiwa ukienda barabara ya Mungu naangalia right, left, right again, ndio una cross. Wajua sasa kitu imesaidia huu mtoto kwamba yeye akienda akifika barabarani, hataenda na aingie barabarani. You see? Ataenda kwanza afike pale, atasimama, ataangalia kuko sawa, kuko sawa, ndio atavuka barabara. Same to this thing. You see? Utapatana na mtu town. I respect myself. I've gone to school. You see, ama mama mpeleka msichana wako shule amesoma, anajiheshimu. Hata kutana na mtu town, alafu uende kujificha fichania huko. Lazima tu, mom, there's 1, 2, 3. What do you think? You see?
So Madam Monica, sahi tuko katika maisha, we are modernized. The world is changing and everything is changing. We are adapting, most especially from the West culture. Do you think it has changed, and what is the way forward? Una dowry tunaelekea wapi now in terms of dowry?
You know, some people think that dowry, it's like you are being forced, you are being coerced by the parents. But I think it is important also for people to know it is not about coercion. It's not about being forced. It's about taking the initiative. That now I'm come of old age, I want to get married, and take some men and women who are older than you, who are married. You take counsel from them. They'll be able to help you, because no one, even when you get married, you have to have a person who is older than you to advise you, to help you to know what you are supposed to do at this moment. Because, for example, the way I have talked about now giving dowry, in olden days, we used to take walking cows, walking goats.
You cannot do that now.
But modernization has come that you go, they talk in terms of monetary thing, and you are told the cow is costing this, so you multiply the number of cows, the number of goats, and then you give in monetary form. So digitalization also is helping, because also you are not carrying cash money, you are putting it in your phone. When they say tunataka soda ya mama, you just
transfer
the money. We are not carrying the money. So it is helping us, it is good. But when young men are getting married, let them fight and get counsel from older fathers. They are there in the church, they are there in the society. They help you to know. And nowadays, you find that most of the people are getting married to other tribes. Intermarriage, yeah. Get to know the place you are getting married to, the girl you are marrying. What do they do? What do they believe? How do they go about it? Get someone who knows what is going on. Usiende kuingia kwa watu, unaenda na you don't know what you are supposed to do. There is something that I usually tell the people when they are getting married. This is a field that you have never entered in. It is a new field. You need counsel. I tell them this is a foolscap that has not been written. You are the one to write it. So you are given a foolscap of marriage. You have never entered there. Please seek counsel. Because sometimes unasema mimi najua nimesoma mtandaoni. Usiende na ya mtandao, uliza watu. When you kiuliza, they will be able to help you to know how much the dowry is given, how do you go about it, and at the end of the day, utajikwa, utakuwa umebarikiwa.
Now, apart from the young guys who are watching, I'm also the one that is my advice. Lazima nifuate, nisitegemee mtandao.
Kabisa.
Ni wajibike, nilipe mahari. So for me, I don't have a personal experience dowry unless zile naonanga, and also my parents also share a little bit. Tulilipa mimi nilipeleka kwao ng'ombe 23. Ng'ombe 23 sijui. Okay. Ng'ombe 23. So mimi najua I'm learning from baba na mama. They showed me that it is very right to do that, and I support that, and ni muhimu sana. It give you a respect as a man. Bwana Nelson, we najua ushavuka, you have a personal experience na dowry. Yes.
Yeah. Mama amesema kitu hapa very interesting.
All right.
It is marriage is unapewa foolscap. Me, I always say this. Marriage is the only institution that you get an award or you are given a certificate kabla usome.
Yes.
Naona. Maana hiyo kifanya harusi huo na sign.
Una sign certificate.
So huko mbele ndio utaanza kusoma inaendanga hivi. Yeah, talking of dowry, it's an interesting thing, and it is an honorable thing kufanya. Because one, it brings a lot of respect katika hiyo marriage. Nyinyi watu kama mmeshaelewana, initially mmeelewana, you want to get married, then jamaa amewajibika, ameenda amelipa dowry, na mmeelewana na mke wako, wazazi wamekubaliana, it brings respect. You see, katika hiyo marriage. Utakuwa unakaa hivi kama ni mwanaume unakaa, this is my wife. You see? Na dada pia akikaa anasema, my husband. Jamaa kwa bidii. You see? Alibidiika sana. You see, and talking of an experience, dowry, you know, this is it's a collective, naweza sema ni kitu inajumisha both parties, especially wale watu wanataka wanaoana. You see, the man and the woman, these two that wants to, they must speak one language. The first thing, mama vile amesema, huyu msichana, she has to like fully understand who this man is, watu wake wanakaaje, what do they do, ni vitu gani wao wanafanya. Ndio sasa maana sasa mimi naenda kijana anaenda kuchukua, he has to understand. Kuna wanaweza enda pale wazee wakifanya ile negotiation, then wa quote ile kiwango yenye hii haiwezekani. Unaona, sasa itakuwa responsibility ya this lady, she wants to get married, but itakuwa sasa ni amempenda huyu jamaa na ndugu pia amependa, lakini kidogo uwezo wa huu ndugu uko chini. Unaona, Sasa kazi itakuwa kwa huyu dada.
Yeah.
Dada atatake responsibility. Me, I love this man. Na ameenda amemsifia kwa mamake. Kwa hiyo women have power. Ameenda amemsifia kwa mamake, "Mommy, I love this man and I want to get married to this man." You see, ataenda amwambia mam, uwezo wa huyu jamaa unafika hapa. Unaona? Not that jamaa sasa alege, but uwezo by the way, dowry huwa haiishangi.
Haiishi.
Dowry huwa haiishi. Hiyo unalipa. Wewe ukienda kwa wakwe zako ukitoa 5,000 ukipeana, inaweza bikanga kama mahari. Unaona? So, huyu dada ni ataenda ataongeleshana na mamake, mama ataongea na mzee, na mzee ataongea na wale wazee wengine. Of course wataelewana. Kuna mahali watakaa kama watakosana, but lazima watakuja waelewane. Talking of an experience yangu mimi mwenyewe, I want to help someone. You are not, hauko katika uwezo wa kulipa ile kiwango umepewa. The lady, play your part. Play your part. You see, talk to your parents, talk to your people. Uwezo huu mtu yuko hivi, but si ati ule mtu atabaki hivyo siku zote. You see, huyu mtu kama ameokoka anajua Mungu na ni mtu wako hard working na ni mtu is a resilient person, ni mtu anajituma. Si mtu atabaki hivyo siku zote. Tuende hivi, this is what I have. I'm going to give this. But as time goes by, itaendelea kutoa.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
So that's very nice. As we conclude, ma'am, your personal experience, and there are some young people who are watching na there are some couples pia ambao wamepitia situation, maybe hali ilikuwa ngumu, the man didn't pay the dowry. You can talk to them.
So if I can talk to the young men and young ladies, it is good and it is very important to make sure before you get married, you have paid the dowry. The man has paid the dowry. It's not a lot. Maybe sometimes it's just about those slaughtering and giving some few amount of the dowry that you are given, so that you may show responsibility. It's just a way of telling that parent of the lady that I'm ready, I'm responsible. The other issue is about the mothers, the fathers. You married and you have stayed for long. You have children. You have not taken those children to the in-laws. You have never been known in courts, because if you have not paid any dowry in the African setup, that wife is not your wife. I'm telling you, even when I know you are aware, even your wife has always received such messages that you are not married. We don't know, we don't recognize your husband. So please, now you are now well up. You get the money. Please look for some elders. Go and tell the parents, I got married to your daughter. I was not able to come for to bring the dowry, but now I have come. I humble myself, now I have come. Tell me what you need. And I'm telling you, from there, you even unlock your blessings. There are some blessings that are locked because of that complaints. Those complaints that are coming from your parents, from your in-laws. They are keeping on complaining. You have children, you have never come. The daughter is always nagged. Why don't you bring the man? And the man is saying, I don't have money. Please look for some people to help you and to be able to go and put things in order in your in-laws home.
Usingangane peke yako. Look for some few friends who can help you, and it's not bad to ask help, lakini make sure that you have something na umejibidisha. Usiogope kuoa because of mahari. It is good to talk and to ukuwe na open mind, share to the parents, and I believe if ni umeweleza vizuri, there are people who will understand and utaoa. because that is very very important. I'm seeing that tunafaa tuendelee, lakini now because of time hatutaendelea. But sahi we have already paid the dowry. I think we can discuss some other time tuingie kwa marriage. Tunaweza ingia kwa marriage maybe for the next time. Thank you so much Nelson and Madam Monica.
Thank you.
I know there are some guys who are watching, and I know you've been of good help. Like mumefungua, wameelewa zaidi kuhusiana na dowry, and I know they will do the necessary, wale ambao wanafaa kufanya the necessary. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, all right. Karibu tena, and we will continue. We will tutaongea pia na mom. I know sikuwa nimekwambia she's good wakati ule wa keki. Huo wakati wa keki. Amekata keki nyingi za harusi, and hiyo tukimaliza kando ya huko nje kwa studio tutaongea hayo maneno tuweze kujua kama anaweza kata yangu. Thank you so much. Thank you so much guys. This is Thoughtscape, where conversations unplugged. That was a nice conversation about dowry, and thank you so much for watching. Continue following us on Facebook, YouTube, na pia mpaka Twitter, tuko mpaka Instagram, tuko mpaka na TikTok, tuweze kujua mengi zaidi. Sisi hapa we will open up, we'll go deeper into the issues, and we ensure that umefunguka akili and you know these issues, and we will be talking them here at Thoughtscape, Conversations Unplugged. Thank you so much. Until next time.